Hi there, everybody. Hope you are well. I'm going to be reading from Who Cares? How to Care for Yourself Whilst Caring for a Loved One. Always nice to just listen while you're doing other things, maybe going for a walk or doing the washing up or whatever, and putting it in the background. So I'm going to be reading various chapters. And the first one, which I really love because I need it for myself at times, even today, is to be kind to yourself. So I'm going to read this. Carers are often known for their love and kindness, while selflessly putting others before themselves. Did you know that practicing kindness daily can have great benefits for your own health, as long as you're not depleting yourself, of course? So not only is it good for the person receiving your kindness, but it's also good for the one who gives. It can improve your mood, boost your serotonin, happy hormone levels, and lower stress. Being kind to someone else can make you feel happier. I think of times when I would care for Neil and hoist him into bed. On winter afternoons, I used to put a heated cushion behind his neck and under his feet. It's actually really hot here at the moment, so I don't think he'd appreciate that. And he would look comfortable and snug as he fell asleep. The knowledge that he was safe and relaxed, even though he was very poorly, gave me a deep sense of peace. My time and energy had been used well. Making him feel better made me feel better. And maybe you find that with you as well whilst caring for your loved one, seeing that they're safe and they're content. Have you noticed how you feel when you have done something for your loved one? Knowing they are cared for and safe can give you a great sense of contentment. You're improving the quality of another's life. Psychologists call this the helper's high. Loving and giving produces endorphins, the feel-good chemicals in the brain. Being generous to others can actually help you feel more joyful. Also, by displaying kindness, not only do you and your loved one benefit from your act of love, but it creates a ripple effect around you. Others experiencing your generous nature may themselves experience an improved mood, inspiring them in turn to be kinder to those around them. No man is an island, so just you being kind and generous will actually spur others on. Kindness can spread, which is great for communities. Not only this, but being kind has been shown to cause the brain to produce hormone oxytocin. Research has shown that oxytocin reduces inflammation in the body, in the cardiovascular system. So being kind to others also improves our own health, not only psychologically, but physically too. And St. Francis of Assisi said, "It is in the giving that we receive." Carers usually have a lot of kindness for others, though wanting to help everyone but yourself can lead to neglecting your own health. Maybe that's something that you've noticed. I certainly did whilst caring. And it can leave you drained. There needs to be a balance, and that's why it makes caring so very difficult. We do need to balance it. Give love to others, but also to ourselves. So caring for yourself. We are often told that we should treat others as we treat ourselves. But what if you're not treating yourself very well? Do you notice you're criticizing or putting yourself down? Caring can be challenging. But if you're undermining yourself and treating yourself badly, you then have another layer of stress and unkindness to cope with. Often it is when carers fall ill and are unable to manage that they realize they need to be easy on themselves, and especially if they want to continue caring for your loved one. I mean, I fell ill from caring, and I knew that I wasn't particularly nice to myself at that time. So be kind to you, both mentally and physically. You can only do so much. We all have our limits, and you will have yours. Notice when they are pushed, and push back and know where to say no. Practicing self-compassion. Compassion means to suffer with. I don't know if you knew that. And practicing self-compassion is to give ourselves the same kindness and care we give to another. Carers may feel and understand the suffering of others, but often we do not notice the suffering they too are experiencing. This mental, physical stress can sneak up on a carer, and maybe it has for you. And after a while, it just starts to feel normal. So you feel that anxiety, that stress, but you kind of tolerate it. Is that something you notice? So as your heart goes out to others who are suffering, allow your heart to go to you too. If you are struggling to cope, try not to ignore this by putting on a brave face. All of us are very good at doing that, I think. But give yourself love and understanding. All carers have a difficult time now and then. So ask yourself how you can care for and comfort yourself to see you through. Most of us have a critical or judgmental inner voice that picks on our shortcomings. We can be very good at beating ourselves up. And at times I was quite horrible to myself. And you know what? Sometimes that's not gone away. Sometimes I'm not particularly kind to myself, these days as well. But notice that. Be aware of how you're treating yourself. I was caring at that time for a terminally ill husband, and on top of that, I was harshly criticizing everything that I did and put the pressure on. This certainly didn't make for a pleasant day. Not only that, was I not there for me, but I would put this pressure on. I didn't think I had the time to be there for me. It pushed me over the edge. No wonder I fell ill. So if you treat yourself like a walking doormat, others will feel they can do the same. Like, oh, it's all right, she's doing it, he's doing it, it doesn't really matter. They don't mind, because we're not being honest. You are only human, and you can only do so much for others. Many carers come up against themselves, judging and resisting, whilst getting increasingly frustrated. If this happens, the cared for may notice your internal hostility, and it won't make for a great day for them either. And I know that when I used to feel stressed, I could feel it in Neil as well. He was feeling how stressed I was, and he'd get irate. So it kind of spreads. So if you're feeling love and kindness to yourself, it will spread to others as well. Easier said than done, I know. Have you judged yourself harshly, even though you know that you're going through a difficult time? Are you trying to be too many things to too many people? By spreading yourself thinly, you aren't going to be at your best for anyone, especially yourself. You only have so much energy. We are all human, and so are you. So go easy on yourself. Your inner dialogue. It's good to keep check of our thoughts. Have most of your thoughts been positive or negative? Carers can have so many worries that added negative thoughts can help them buckle under the pressure. Most of us worry about things that may not ever happen. Do you find yourself doing that? What a waste of time and energy. For carers, that is energy that you do not have to waste. We all have chatter going through our heads every single day. Have you noticed what your inner dialogue is saying to you? Does it have a particular voice? Are there any catchphrases that keep coming up? Most of our inner chatter is on a loop and recurs every day. What is your inner dialogue saying to you? And how is it making you feel? Is it critical or judgmental? Does it make you feel good, or is it putting you down? And I say, be kind to yourself. It's hard to be happy with somebody being mean to you all the time. I found that as well. And I have quotes in the book as well. So they're just little pull-out quotes, so you can kind of flick through and look at those. But notice how you're being with yourself. Be kind to you. Not everybody can be a carer like you. And, we kind of want to be there for everybody, because I almost describe it as that oxygen mask. I think you've heard this kind of before. Putting it on your own face when you're on a plane before anybody else. But what I notice is carers end up putting that oxygen mask on everybody else. And the last person they want to put it on is themselves. So what will you do for yourself today to be kind to you, to show your kindness to yourself? That's self-compassion. So be there for you, be kind, and for the next time, I'll be reading another chapter. Take care.